Welcome to Cinema Cheese. Today we are going to be discussing a indie horror anthology from 2015. Today we're going to be talking about Happy Hour Holocaust.
It's just the blood I crave. It's the blood I crave.
Blindsight Productions, written and directed and produced by Jim Roberts. Jim Roberts also stars in some of the segments. But the real star here is Rick Nason, who plays the bar creep, who is kind of like the conductor on this crazy train of the homicidal and macabre.
Well, since it's Halloween, I got some horror stories for you.
Horror stories?
Yeah, real scary shit.
These movies are low-budget, indie splatter flicks, a ton of blood. Karen Roberts, Jim's mother, does the special effects in the wraparound and in two of the segments, Don't Take the Red Pill and the Gore Brothers, so the first and last. The second special effects, the second segment entitled Psycho Cunt, was the special effects were done by Hellcat Creative. All stories are super fun. They're kind of like party movies. They're just splatter movies, reasons to kill people, a lot of blood. Not really a lot of story going on, but they're like 20-minute segments. The movie itself is 72 minutes long, and the wraparound has a little meat to it, so that takes up some of the time. Honestly, it's a quick watch. It's super fun. Not really something you got to put a lot of thought into. Just go in and enjoy it, and enjoy the blood-soaked chaos that is Happy Hour Holocaust 1. The thing I love about Jim's movies and indie horror movies is just the feel that you get. I love that when I'm watching a Jim Roberts movie, it's got a certain vibe to it. All of the cast and crew are kind of friends and family, so they all know each other. There's already chemistry there, and it shows as they are, acting, laughing, cutting each other up, putting fire pokers through the back of somebody's head and out their mouth, just doing the splattery thing, which like I said, it's why I love indie horror. But definitely I recommend checking out Happy Hour Holocaust. All three of them.
Yeah, just right around the corner.
Rick Nason really owns it as the bar creep. He is good in the first one, but as the franchise gets as it goes on, Happy Hour Holocaust 2 and 3, he just owns the character. He is so good. It's really a lot of fun to watch him on screen. All three of these stories are essentially about just homicidal people doing homicidal things. Not really a lot of story or background in anything, but that's not why we're here. They're all kind of like party movies. The first one actually takes place as a party. Jim gets hired to give Charlie, who has brain trauma, his pills over the weekend because his sister, who is the caregiver, needs to go out of town unexpectedly and hires Jim. Jim's down on his luck, needs to pay rent. Jim gets bored giving him the pills, decides to have a little party at the house, forgets to give him the red pill. Chaos ensues. Second one, Psycho Cunt. Jim is hanging out with his buddies at like a bar. It's just some like honky tonk music playing.
What? You don't like men with big dicks?
He decides to go talk to the tattoo girl that's covered in horror movie tattoos, and they have this great little like in love happy couple montage, which was just hilarious.
I don't have any plans for tomorrow.
Let's do something.
All right, sounds good.
She ends up being a super jealous, clingy, homicidal maniac who, when she feels like Jim is giving all of his friends and his teacher and his lessons and everybody else attention and not her, she goes on a cuckoo killing spree, so to speak, and that is Psycho Cunt. I'll spoil the end. She gets, as she's fucking Jim up, she has him tied up. She has Lucy carved into his belly, sticks a box cutter in his mouth, and just starts fucking his mouth up. As she's doing this to Jim, one of her victim's brothers ends up breaking in because he knows he's onto her shit, shoots her. Before she dies, he knocks over this chemical rack, pouring acid and all sorts of shit on her face. Her face starts melting and it's blood pussing out, melting flesh, yellow fucking foamy shit like pouring out of her face, and it looks phenomenal. The last segment is probably my favorite. Again, pretty simple story. It's about 3 girls that are going off for a weekend getaway at a cabin. One of them just broke up with her boyfriend when 2 psychotic brothers called the Gore brothers break free from a mental institution and go on a homicidal killing spree. And the girls happen to be, in their route of just blindly butchering people for no other reason than they just have zero regard for human life, and they're completely fucking insane. This one was a lot of fun. Jim plays one of the killers. The other one's played by Tim Novanti. I'm butchering that. I'm sorry, Tim. But they play the Gore brothers, and again, another segment that's just pretty simple but effective and a lot of fun to watch. That is the segment where I mentioned earlier about the fire poker getting rammed through the back of someone's head out of their mouth. Looks great. And like I said, the real star here is Blindsight Production, obviously, for making such a super fun anthology. But Rick Nason as the bar creep, he just keeps getting better. Like I said, we'll cover that in the next video, Happy Hour Holocaust 2. So if you enjoy this one, please stick around. Hopefully I'll be able to get these out quickly, but we will see. This is Cinema Cheese and shit happens. So anyway, that's all I got for right now. Happy Hour Holocaust 1 from 2015. Definitely recommend it if you can get a copy of it. Until next time, keep watching Cheesy Cinema. Most importantly, keep watching Cinema Cheese. It's your boy Queso out. Peace.
Dave and I want to meet some fine chicks tonight,
Hey, you want to get some pizza?